I'm James Lynch. I've recently joined AusGroup, representing their operations in Gladstone, Queensland. And I'm joined today by Michael Birch. Michael's the General Manager of the Energy Division. Hi, Michael.
Hey, James.
So I'm really interested, given that I'm a new starter, to learn what it is that drew you to working for AusGroup.
Yeah, thanks, James. I'm a new starter as well, mate. I've been working for AusGroup for 6 months. Prior to joining AusGroup, I spent 25 years on the client side of the business in various operations across the LNG industry, oil and gas industry, offshore and onshore, and the resources sector. I spent the last 10 years as a maintenance manager in 3 LNG projects. I spent a good part of that in Queensland, in Gladstone, around 5 years actually. And so I'm really excited for us to be moving into Queensland. What drew me to AusGroup? So for many years I'd sort of toyed with life on the other side of the fence, on the contracting and services side, and I looked for different companies, and I kind of found AusGroup to be the right size. Definitely the right culture, to be agile and flexible and safety minded to support the industry. So look, I'm really excited to be at AusGroup.
Yeah, fantastic. Look, I've seen a real strong safety focus as well here, and there's a real commitment to social performance too, which is great.
Absolutely.
So as with the brand into Queensland, what do you think is our competitive advantage?
Yeah, thanks, James. So that's a really good question. So if I look at our end-to-end solutions for maintenance services. So I'll give you an example. Recently we did a project in the northwest of Western Australia with one of our key LNG clients, where we fabricated, the job was to replace some LNG loading arm piping and some spools. So our fabrication business fabricated the new spools from scratch, all the welding, all the testing, NDT, the painting. We transported them to site. Our riggers and crane drivers lifted the spools into place. The fitters bolted it up, insulators insulated it, and put all the cryogenic insulation on. And we supported the operations guys under our client to do all the leak testing, and so I just see that as a wonderful example of the end-to-end solution that we can provide. And if I look out in the marketplace, there's actually not many companies that can provide that kind of end-to-end maintenance services solution. So, yeah. And I just want to add, so as an ex-maintenance manager, that's what I used to look for myself in contractors, was service providers that could provide that full suite of end-to-end solution. So yeah, it's great that now I'm part of that solution.
Yeah, sure. So I guess we'll be looking to pick up and transport that know-how and that capability and that experience that we've built on the West Coast for the last 30 years into Queensland, right?
Yeah, absolutely, James. So if you look at our business, we've done some business in the past in Queensland under our MAS Modern Access Services business, and I really are looking forward to expanding that to our full service offering across the full spectrum of our services that we can offer into Queensland. So I think it's a really exciting opportunity to service our customers in Queensland, the Queensland community, and support the industry in general.
Yeah, fantastic. Look, it is a really exciting time to be in this business for sure. And on a personal note, it's great to be working back together again.
Yes, mate. It's the third time we've worked together, so it's funny actually. If you look across the two of us, we've probably got about 50 years of combined LNG and oil and gas and resource sector earlier in our career type experience, and I think that brings a whole new perspective to seeing the service requirements from the client perspective, and so I'm hoping that that gives us that advantage to better service our clients and know what they want. So,
yeah, for sure. Hey, that's great. Look, thanks very much for your time today, Michael.
thanks, James. Great to have you on board.